The Super Mario series has made almost over $16 billion so far. Johnny Sins has made over $5 million, meaning he's second best and that Mario is officially the richest plumber in history. And to be honest, we all want to see more of Johnny Sins, don't we? So let's make Mario poor. Today we're 100%ing new Super Mario Bros. Wii with the minimum amount of coins. But before that, 3 big ground rules. 1. Don't get coins. Star coins are fine, seeing how they don't count towards the total coin count. 2. Anything is allowed. This means that power-ups, 2-player mode, Yoshi, hell even glitches are allowed. 3. He who smelt it, dealt it. If you smell a fart first, you're the one who let loose said fart. No discussion possible. The main objective of this run is to get 5 shiny stars on our profile and get the absolute minimum amount of gold sparkly metal objects in our pockets. Can we save Peach, take down all of Bowser's sky-high flags, and collect 231 star coins without increasing the coin counter? Let's find out. We'll start in the fields of World 1, and while the first and third star coin of 1-1 are perfectly possible, the second one is not at all. The best way to get this one is to bust out a second controller, give a mini mushroom to both Mario and Luigi, and stack them up on top of each other to get 3 awful coins and a star coin. An important note here is that I didn't have a mini mushroom in my inventory yet, so once I entered World 2 and got one from a mushroom house, I just came back to get this star coin. For 1-2 you'll have to be small Mario to dodge the coin in the beginning of the pipe. Star coin 2 does not mess around either. A precise jump can make it into the pipe, and a very tight gap allows you to grab this star coin, leave and never come back. For star coin 3 you can just use the POW block to drop the coins in star coin, wait for them to despawn and boom, you're home free. 1-3 introduces our favorite dinosaur friend Yoshi. It also introduces what we have to do with pipes where coins block the exit like so. With a mini mushroom, after getting star coin 2, we can just slide against the side of the pipe while holding up, and the pipe will just have the sudden urge to suck Mario like he's never been sucked before. And it comes at no cost whatsoever. For the secret exit, it is advised to have Yoshi and a propeller or mini mushroom. If you hold forward in the direction where you're going while fluttering, Yoshi will lose all of his speed. But if we hold forward and run, then jump and flutter and let go of any directions when fluttering, Yoshi will just take off like it's nobody's business. We can use this technique to avoid the row of coins off screen, jump off at the peak of the flutter and propel or twirl to reach the pipe. 1-Tower is tricky but not impossible, and 1-4 is free if you have an ice flower for the star coins. 1-5 has us bringing a mini mushroom for star coin 1 to be able to leave the sub area. 1-6 just teases us with the cash on the grass. And 1-Castle has a problematic final star coin. If we trigger the P-switch we're screwed, but if we use the almighty spinning blades on Mario's head with the propeller, we can bust right through the bricks. With 3 coins in our pockets, the winds of fate take us to the desert, the land of ball-vomiting, blue-haired fucking bastards and spikes. In 2-2 we need a mushroom to avoid triggering a P-switch for star coin 1, a propeller, the POW and an abnormally large amount of luck for star coin 2, and a mini mushroom to get to star coin 3. We can even use that same mini mushroom for the second star coin in Roy's fucking fence tower, but oh my god, 2-4 is a goddamn shit show. I'm pretty sure star coin 1 is only possible with a mini mushroom, because we need to dodge rows and rows of hidden coin blocks. Star coin 3 and the secret exit require a propeller, and it's obnoxious trying to do this while dollar bills are flying all around. But for star coin 2 we need one character who shrunk eating magic mushrooms, and another one who just stands there while his significant other seemingly just jumps into a bottomless pit. In the beginning of 2-5 we need to have utmost patience as this very long boy is in our way, but we need the need for speed while going down the sub area to get star coin 2. 2-6 is all sorts of bad, but not necessarily because of this pink, constantly rotating, borderline hypnotizing block. Star coin 3 is easy enough, but we need a mini mushroom for basically all the rest. Star coin 1 is barely snatchable, and the secret exit uses the same slide against the pipe and suck will happen technique, but star coin 2 is downright impossible. I used Luigi to get it using a paratroopa and a propeller block, then bubbled him which made said propeller block fall. With Mini Mario then I bounced along the now no more paratroopa until I got to the propeller block, then made the jump and got the ever-living fuck out. And if you thought that the endless shitstorm that is World 2 was done, you're as wrong as this picture of Daisy I found without hair. For star coin 1 in the castle you need mini mushroom 18,000 so far to sneak in between the tiniest coin gaps, but for star coin 3 you need a penguin suit or ice flower. Mini Luigi can get star coin 1, while Mushroom Mario can get star coin 2 and find an ice flower along the way. Then you need to freeze the dry bones, throw them onto the brick wall, and deliberately choose the wrong path to try again. Once the wall is open, you can kill Roy, have the satisfaction that World 2 may have been all over the place, but that everything is possible without coins, and move on to World Everything is slippery, so fuck you. Yeah, 3-1 does not give us a break just yet. This level tests our skill to control a penguin suit, especially in the second half of the level. Starcoin 1 is easy if you slide from the other side, but the road to Starcoin 3 and further is a cold nightmare. Ground pound cancels, which is a trick where you ground pound and then cancel the ground pound to slow down a vertical fall or stop your momentum, will get you past these first two tricky jumps. And some duck jumps, where you jump on actual ducks, will clear the last two jumps from the pipes. Luckily, after half of World 1, the entirety of World 2 and the first level of World 3, we can relax in 3-2 and 3-3. These two levels are super easy and it is a well-needed break from the constant butt clenching. And the rest of World 3 is actually pretty free if you know how to do it all. Let's break it down. The second Starcoin in 3-Ghost House has a problem with some coins flying out and about in the wind, but if you just observe the pattern, it's very easy to squeeze in between and grab it like so. You can use a duck jump to weave in between the low-hanging fruit, or use a ground pound. In this game, a ground pound gives you a little bit of height right before you rocket down like a fart that's been waiting to come out of the end of a long, probably awful date. But this height makes it possible to reach platforms that just seem out of reach, like that girl I had a crush on in 9th grade. We need a propeller suit for the first Starcoin in 3-Tower, but after grabbing the checkpoint we need to die and grab ourselves a mini mushroom to fit in between the coin gaps for the second part of the level. For 3-4 and 3-5 I advise having the propeller because it makes life not a living hell, and it makes some of the Starcoins so much easier. You're also required to have a propeller for 3-4 anyway, so you know. There's an obvious problem I encountered while trying to get to the main exit, which is actually quite secret in this level. But it's perfectly doable if you run to the end, grab the POW, throw said POW, wait for the coins to despawn, and then just go through like normal. Bam. For 3-Castle you'll have to be fast with some duck jumps, and it's important to jump before the icicle falls. After breaking the ice with a literal child by giving him a serious concussion, we can leave our crime scene and go on to a relaxing vacation on the beach. 4-1 is easy enough with a penguin suit. 4-2 will make you enjoy your next meal of sushi a tad bit more, but 4-3 does not mess around. In my initial research, I marked Starcoin 3 as impossible, and I thought we needed to get at least one coin. However, I went back and had another idea. By giving Mario a mini mushroom and Luigi a fire flower, it is possible to line them up where a fireball from Luigi's hand pops the bubble in which Mini Mario floats, allowing him to grab the star coin, get back in his bubble, and continue the level without any coins. I'd also like to add that mashing Luigi's jump button to swim while popping Mario back in a bubble with two controllers is not an easy thing to do, but it gives more satisfaction than a drunk Saturday night's one-night stand. And you know what's more fun than a feeling of one-night stand? Two one-night stands! 4-Tower has this jump right before the checkpoint, which fucks around a lot with the momentum of the conveyor belt. After a lot of trial and error, this happened. Oh my god! After that you'll get Starcoin 2 by doing the following motions, which I'm not even gonna try to explain, seeing how this just happened on accident, and I have no intent on recreating whatever the hell I did. But the best part is when you have to beat up Wendy and realize there's a secret exit, so you'll get to do the conveyor belt jump another time. World 4 is truly the gift that keeps on giving. 4-4 will throw unfried calamari in your face until you can literally taste it. 4-Ghost House requires an ice flower or penguin suit to break the brick wall. 4-5 allows us to write our favorite friend with the best tongue known to humanity. And then there's the irony of 4-Castle. The fence where the infinite money glitch would normally happen will now be used to avoid all that money. If you grab the very top of the fence, then give it a good old slap and flip all the way around town, you'll reach the other side without collecting the coins on the fence itself, and it's very easy to grab Starcoin 1. Oh, and you'll need a mini mushroom for Starcoin 2. After dealing with fish and squid on every corner, gold as far as the eye could see, jumps that are almost impossible, and fire underwater to pop bubbles to get Starcoins, World 4 throws one big fuck you at you in the form of an airship. First we squeeze in between the platform and the coins here, yummy! Then we get sucked so fast that the game doesn't even have time to give us the coins we should have gotten, but then, right at the end, it presents us with this. This crate, if it's broken in any way, shape or form, automatically gives us a coin. Therefore, we need to grab one coin to get Starcoin 3, and we leave World 4 with one more coin in our pocket. World 5, the land of the plants, has good news and bad news. The good news is basically almost the whole world has tricky but fun jumps. The bad news is the ghost house fucking sucks. We'll start with the good news, so I'll just rapid fire the best moments. In 5-1, we need a mushroom to pound Mario's ass through actual stone and do a tricky jump to grab the first star coin. We can use a shell to float on the water for the second one. In 5-2, we need to do this weird sliding duck jump Twirl bounce shit off the big wiggler to pass this vulva of coins. In 5-3 we can bounce on the paratroopers to go over the coin littered log and do a super cool triple jump into a bounce onto this bramble to get over the coins. In 5-tower we do 4 quick duck jumps in a row to dodge coins. 5-4 is generally tricky, but we use the POW to drop Starcoin 2 onto the raft. We can use bombs to kill piranha plants, and in 5-5 we get Starcoin 3 by using the POW to make it fall and then use a propeller block to grab it with Mario's dainty feet. And 5-Castle has Starcoin 1 where we sacrifice Luigi to grab it, and Starcoin 2 where we either need a propeller to get back up or a second player who's still at the door. So all of that tricky stuff, which feels like real life dating after the pandemic, is what I call the good news. Now the bad news feels like what dating felt like during the pandemic. The bad news is 5-Ghost House. On screen you now see a map of the main area in the level. Basically all corridors are filled with coins where only Mini Mario's floatiness can go over. I've marked the doors you need to enter to go through this level fast and clear, but luckily none of the star coins aren't as bad. One note with the final area before the main exit, you can jump over the wall of bricks. I'm now proud to admit that it took me 15 minutes to just figure that one out. The best way to tackle this level is to get Starcoin 1, 2, 3 and the main exit and then just focus on the secret exit. You'll only need one mini mushroom and it will make the ghost house so much more clear to deal with. All these mystical plants, magic mushrooms and poison fumes in combination with the brain fart that was 5-Ghost House almost wants me to get high. And no better place to be high than World 6's mountain. Apart from a tricky Starcoin and a tight jump in 6-1, 6-2 is where the real trouble begins. First you'll need to block this falling spiny by using another one, or you can just use a fire flower, otherwise the shell will hit this block and give Mario a coin. For Starcoin 3 you'll need a mushroom and a lot of patience. The spinning coins move at a different speed than the spinning ground, so after a long wait you can enter the pipe, avoid a P-switch and get the Starcoin with ease. 6-3 is awfully complicated and I'm honestly flabbergasted I figured this one out. You'll need to enter as Mini Mario, not necessarily to dodge the first obstacle, although it makes it a whole lot easier, but to get Starcoin 1. I'm not sure if it's possible as Small Mario, but please, just get a mini mushroom, it's so much more practical. Once we get to the checkpoint, it's very important that we don't grab it yet, but first run along the water to clear the falling beetles, then grab the mushroom from the question mark block behind it. With said mushroom, we can take a previously fallen shell, kill a certain carnivorous plant, and break the bricks to get Starcoin 3. Then we need to go back to the checkpoint and die. By respawning we can get another mini mushroom for the final part where we need to sneak in between the coins after rising the water. Kinda surprised this level was this convoluted. 6-4 is easy enough, 6-tower is absolutely free, and 6-5 has some scary moments, but nothing too tricky. But then Nintendo thought a dark, slow auto-scrolling level with 2 exits would be fun. Which brings us to the wet, dark, deep caverns of your mom's vagina of 6-6. It's all pretty easy though, but you'll need to hold on to the POW in the beginning of the level all the way to the 3rd star coin to despawn some coins. 6-Castle seems difficult at first, but it's fairly doable. Starcoin 1 is a little funky because it's just like your mom's vagina. Because it's just like riding a broken seesaw. But then, at the peak of the mountain of World 6, there's the airship. This airship has the balls to not have 1, not 2, but 4 crate coins. You'll need to break 2 crates to get Starcoin 1 and 2 more for Starcoin 3. With 8 butthole stinking coins, we move on to World 7 and oh come on! Yeah, we'll need a propeller to even start 7-1, and I advise you to keep it all the way through 7-Ghost House. 7-2 is not possible without a propeller as far as I know, because this jump over the chained pitbull, and it's so much easier to have it for Starcoin 2 as well. 7-3 has Starcoin 2, which is problematic, but with Helicopter Boy it's easy. The level itself is also quite tricky without propeller. For Starcoin 2 in 7-Tower you'll need the propeller, and it just goes so much faster if you're having it in general, but my advice is to lose it in 7-Ghost House. There's a massive drop at some point, which with some good time twirled is very much possible, and very satisfying too. Maybe it's easier with a propeller, but you won't have a twirl and your hitbox will be bigger, so I don't know. And if you're trying this out for yourself, it's that door you need to go in. 7-4 has a fun Starcoin jump and an even more fun Koopa snipe, and 7-5 requires a mini mushroom for this section and for Starcoin 2. 7-Castle has a fun slide into Dry Boneville, but the real challenge in World 7 is the flight of the Parabeetles level. As an insomniac, I've had nightmares that are more fun than this, and the bad thing is that every Starcoin in this level itself is possible as Small Mario, so I was banned from using power-ups in my research series. Luckily I was allowed to use Yoshi, but that has the problem that it takes away my twirl, which disables me to get rid of the clouds that are in my fucking line of sight, like... Nintendo! But after 35 minutes of flying up and down, I managed to flutter my way to victory and ditched Yoshi like a used condom. Based on the fact that we have to get through the final 2 worlds of the game, and I've been jabbering on for way too long, I'll just recap World 8 into short bullet points, seeing how almost everything was pretty free. The levels themselves are as nightmarish as ever, but you'll need to pay extra attention at the following moments. 8-1 is a speedrun level. There's a purple gas cloud following you, and if you're too slow, you will not make it. Move your ass! 8-2's secret area is based around these fast rolling hills. Jump at the lowest point to make progress instead of the middle parts that are higher, and you'll dodge the coins. Also be careful for the coins at the flagpole. No! 8-3 has a pretty complicated 2-player star coin, for which I will tell you more about in a second. Let's name this dick moment number 1. 8-tower. Just please bring a fucking propeller, otherwise you will be surprised in the end. It also makes the whole level so much more easy. And also watch out in the boss fights. 2 paratroopers! 8-4 is a dark underwater level with no checkpoint, but you need to bring a mini mushroom to do the rub and suck maneuver in the end at the pipe. Oh, and the final section to Starcoin 3 will only work if you're lucky, I guess. If we can assume that bob-bombs are male, then 8-5 is basically... 8-6 is basically a speedrun stage, and you'll scream at those chains, guaranteed. I'll come back to 8-7's theme park, aka the roller coaster of anal fucking, in a second. We'll call this dick moment number 2. World 8's airship is a coin minefield, but it doesn't require us to collect any coins, thank god. But you'll need to be faster than me coming for the first time in 2 weeks in this section, and Starcoin 3 is absolute bullshit without a propeller as well. Oh, and just grab pound the crates to get sucked again faster than the game can realize to dodge any extra coins. And then there's the final castle, which has a stupid fucking pipe in which we can slide like we slide into your mom's vagina. In which we can slide after very carefully edging forward towards your mom's vagina, towards the coins. This sure as hell makes the boss 10 times more interesting though. Now I skipped over 2 dick moments being 8-3 and 8-7. Let's break it down, shall we? 8-3 is as fun as getting laid on a Saturday night and as easy as my ex-girlfriend was, until we get to the 3rd star coin. Then that fun becomes a Sunday morning hangover, because not only are there waves of lava, but there's also a flame chomp that will come say hi every now and then like a distant cousin you speak once every 3 years. To get this Starcoin Coinless, which in my original series I did not think was possible, one player must be Mini Mario, while the other player has a Fire Flower. Line both players up like this, where Fire Flower Luigi is at the end of the slope and Mini Mario is chilling at his lowest point yet. Pop Mario's bubble right as his butt cheeks get scorched, then hope he floats towards Luigi. Shoot a fireball, pop the bubble, move Mario to the Star Coin, kill the Flame Chomp, move to the flag and have a literal orgasm, because it's the closest thing to godliness you'll reach in your life. But wait, there's more. Dick moment number 2, lurking in the form of the bone coaster of 8-7, is just a nightmare in general. Use a propeller, use Mini Mario, it still won't be easy. Luckily I figured out a relatively reliable strat for every section, so that you, yes you, can do this too. The first section has 2 jumps that are easy. Get to the back of the train, jump late and small, and you'll clear these easily. The second section is the hardest of the bunch. Jump off the train over the first set of coins, ground pound cancel, twirl and land back on the back of the train, jump late to clear the second set. Then run forward, do a big jump over the 3rd set, go to the back of the train again and do 2 tiny jumps over set 4 and 5, and jump late to dodge the final 3 coins to safety. For the 3rd section, you'll start off with 3 small twirl jumps under the coins, then 2 big jumps over the following sets. Do a small jump under, do a small jump into the star coin, and go to the back of the train as fast as possible, then don't move and hope that the lava fountain doesn't hit you, then run to the furthest forward and jump over the lava geyser and the last 3 coins, and you'll get into the pipe. After that, you're basically home free, because the next section is way easier than the first one. After one last jump scare at the flag, you're free to be happy about the first 8 worlds with only 8 coins required. All of that brings us to the magical place that is World 9. Fortunately for us, World 9 is the biggest nightmare yet, and it will take some serious dedication to clear all of this. This world is not messing around. Let's start in 9-1, which is actually not too bad. How about 9-2? Not too terrible. What about 9-3? Oh, good lord, a cranky mother-in-law is better. For Starcoin 1, you'll need 2 players, one having a penguin suit and another having a mini mushroom. Penguin Mario can break the bricks under the P-switch, allowing it to fall, so that Mini Luigi can go through, which allows Mario to bubble. Then Mario is able to slide through the brick wall, so that Luigi has a clear shot to trigger the P-switch, run towards the spot where we need to collect 1 coin to go through, and bubble Mario forwards. Then Mario is home free to get the Star Coin and get out. We need to grab 1 coin because the 2-tile high spot is not high enough to do a ground pound and break the blocks below. We'll skip Starcoin 2 for now and go straight to Starcoin 3 with Mini Luigi, because Small Mario is not able to get the height to get the Starcoin. After that, you'll need to re-enter the level as Propeller Mario to get the second Starcoin, which we skipped. And first we need to pow to make the coins blocking the pipe fall, because Mini Mario can't slide past coins blocking an entire entrance, only if there's one coin in the middle. Then Propeller Mario actually needs to trigger the piece which we've been so keen on avoiding the whole run, make a dash forwards to the end and either snipe the Starcoin or land on the platform below and then whirl back up and get it. Luckily 9-4 isn't as bad. We do need to be careful for this jump and we need to make sure we have an ice flower to enter the pipe leading to Starcoin 3, but it's not too bad overall. 9-5 is a different story. We'll have to bust out 2-player mode again, where one player has a penguin suit and another has a mini shroom. For the most part, we'll use the mini player to progress through the level, as well as to get Starcoin 1. Starcoin 3 is the real deal. We use Penguin Mario to get the Starcoin, making sure we don't collect any coins, and afterwards we use Mini Luigi to clear the final impossible jump. 9-6 is easy enough with a propeller to clear this jump. And then there's 9-7. I told you World 9 wasn't messing around. We need 2 players for the last time, where one player has a mini mushroom and the other one needs a propeller suit. For Starcoin 2 we need 1 player on solid-ish ground, but Mini Mario needs to slide below, grab another coin which brings the total up to 10, grab the Starcoin and then get back up. It's much easier having the mini player get to Starcoin 3 since most of the ice floor will be melted because you've wasted so much time getting Starcoin 2. And there may be potential doing this with Fireball technique, but I couldn't get it done. For the last Starcoin we need Propeller Mario to sacrifice himself, going below the screen and fly up to just nab it, while Mini Luigi is on solid ground. The last level is 9-8, which is easy enough with a Mini Mario and the use of the propeller box. To dodge low-hanging coins, I found it best to bounce, propel instantly and then drill back down faster than you getting in your car after Bay tells you she's home alone. For this part you need Mini Mario in order to defy gravity and fly over the coins, and after that we can celebrate because we've just completed the entirety of New Super Mario Bros. Wii with the minimum amount of coins. So how many coins does it take to 100% complete New Super Mario Bros. Wii? 10. We need 3 coins in 1-1 for the second Starcoin, 1 in 4-Airship for the third Starcoin, 4 in 6-Airship, 2 for the first and 2 for the third Starcoin, 1 in 9-3 for the first Starcoin, and 1 in 9-7 for the second Starcoin. If any of you have suggestions on lowering this number, you can always leave a comment or send me a link to video proof. Just like the Super Mario Odyssey Coinless videos, being these 3, the comment section is always open. The research series for the past couple of weeks is also up and running, so if you want to try this challenge out for yourself, you can always refer to those videos. There are timestamps in the description if you're looking for a specific level, but that's it for me. For true thread's sake, I did some calculations. 99,999,950 is the maximum score one can get in New Super Mario Bros. Wii. A single coin is 100 points, meaning that Mario can get a maximum of 1 million bucks in this game. We managed to only give him 10, and while Johnny Sins still only has 5 million and Mario still has about 16 billion, we managed to get one step closer to the fall of this idolized hero. As final words, I'd like to say the following. If you decide that only gold and all that glitters will bring you happiness, then money is only going to give you joy. The spark of joy lies in so much more than just the amount of money you possess. I know my joy does. Where does your joy come from?
Beware of your destiny. It does not include fun.